Hi Internet, Arc speaking, welcome back to the channel. This is a brand new account, and we are going to try to take this account from the starting position, 5,000 VR, all the way up to 9,000 VR. This is actually something I've wanted to do for a very long time, some kind of excuse to allow me to play Mario Kart Wii and upload that footage straight to YouTube. However, I never wanted to do a Road to 9 series because I felt like that was a little overdone. So instead, that is not good. In case of you were wondering whether this was a new account or not. I am going to be speedrunning this account all the way to the top in as few races as I possibly can. I'm doing this as an experiment to see how many races it realistically takes for you to get a brand new license and go all the way up to 9k VR. Uh-oh, it's 100, yikes. That could be a problem. For those of you guys who do not know what the difference is between automatic and manual, the difference between automatic and manual is that automatic... Yeah, there's no drift button, so I'm going to manually put that. Automatic makes it so that you cannot charge mini turbos, which may sound like a pretty big downside, not being able to charge a mini turbo. However, the upside is, if you notice, when you turn, you don't lose speed, which is the main upside for it. Now, unfortunately, because of the concept of speed preservation, automatic is not very good. It's normally not a good thing. However, we could, knowing what we know now, we could actually take advantage of the system, the fact that I made a mistake and I was using automatic. We could take advantage of that. So, of course, like Maple Tree, where there's a lot of turns and little minor things that you could take advantage of. Ooh, it's gonna be rough though, because you lose a lot. Like, you can't maintain any speed throughout the entire thing. It's interesting though. Like, I don't know why Nintendo thought. I guess maybe because automatic is easier, you know, easier to do. All right, so I'm not gonna be able to get first place unless I do something very... I have to think about this really smart. So I'm gonna need to take advantage of the fact that I have a bill. The Baby Daisy is lagging quite far behind, so I'm just gonna have to get lucky. Like, even if the shock comes and the bill gets shocked out of me, that's not that big of an issue right now. The big issue is I need to make sure that I have some kind of power item to maintain me throughout all of these spots until the very end. And then, once I get to the end, I need to take advantage of the power items. So at the end, Maple Tree Way at the end has a very good place to just shroom up and gain a lot of spots. Ooh. Let's see. Passing a TC is a little bit difficult as well. I think I got that, yeah. Let's see. First place is not too far away. Oh, I forgot you have that insane level of control. Normally the control stick only can turn so much when you're on manual. So that's... Okay, it's weird though. It's like, it's not as big as it should be. It's like there's a little bit of lag. Ooh, that's not a good item. Unfortunately, there's really not much to use this for. So I'm gonna try to... What's my play here? It's an 8-player room. 8-player room. Wow, that's hard to say. And shock is definitely in place still. He's not gonna spam this though. If I get a star here, yes, that's good. That's very good. That particular leaf pile, you gotta get a star. There's another one that you could get a little bit like close to the finish line. It's really hard and to grab and very out of the way. So the Baby Daisy does not have it yet. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna be using it. Alright, right here. And if the Baby Daisy pulls it and spams it... Ah, that lag. Oh, I almost had that too. Yeah, no shock. 8-player rooms, the shock is still quite rare. I think you only really should start playing for the shock. Like, if your race actually depends on it. 9, 10-player rooms, I think that's a good probability. Primarily 10-player rooms. 10-player rooms and bigger. Alright, let's make sure that we don't stick on automatic. That was rough. Alright, so for race 1, we had a 117 point gain. 117. Generally speaking, if I keep getting into lobbies where everyone else is much higher VR than I am, I should gain at least 100 to 150 every race for getting first place. That's not too unreasonable of an expectation. However, the hard part is once you begin getting close to the higher echelons, like 8k, 9k, around that area, you can't have a skill difference of too much because the maximum is 9s. So you can't expect to gain a whole bunch. You're just gonna have to win and be very consistent about it. So once I get up there, I'm expecting only a maximum win of like about 70 points for first, which is fine. So overall, this entire thing should average out to be around 100 points for every race, assuming I win first place every single time. Which at this level, I don't think it should be too big of an issue. I mean, then again, there was the guy who was trying to avoid my TC. You don't see that at a lower level. People trying to actively avoid TCs, and people actively trying to pass it, so it's possible that these players might actually be a little bit better than their VR might assume. I think there was one 7k player. Ooh, 100, I forgot. You can't be as risky on the grass on 100, because you slow down very fast. Ooh, alright. This Rob guy. Alright, I'll play back. Ooh, he had to take a very funny line there. Getting redded too. Alright, switches back. This is the guy who won last round, I think, right? Lows. Like, I always believe that, generally speaking, you should be able to win every race just by pure driving all the way up to, I'm gonna assume around 8k. I think I could win doing literally nothing but just front running until about 8k. That's when I'm gonna begin having issues, because after a certain point, like, there's a physical limit of how fast you could get. And I think at the current meta game of the state of the game that it's currently in, that skill level converges around 8k. People who are actually really freaking fast. They don't get much faster beyond like 9, 8k. We'll see though, we'll see. Like, these guys are a little struggling to keep up. They're actually doing a lot better than I thought for 5k, 6k players. It's still kind of slow. So for race 2, we gain 150. Okay, so this is about like what I was expecting. This lobby is pretty close. A lot of people are like at borderline 7k. Bean did make it in such a way that it's going to try to put you in similar skill levels as your VR assumes. So if you're a 5k player, it's going to prioritize the lower level lobbies to put you in compared to the higher level lobbies. However, you can get lucky, especially if there's not too many people playing in your skill level. You can get placed in a skill level that you don't actually belong in, which is what I'm hoping for, actually. I'm hoping to get put into a lobby where it's like an 7k, 8k lobby, or if I'm lucky, an 8k, 9k lobby, and gain a whole ton of VR. Because I think the maximum you could gain is like 400, 500 per race. I could be wrong about that. There's an algorithm somewhere. But you could gain a lot. You could gain a lot if your VR is low and your opponent's VR is really high. Alright, DS Yoshi Falls. I'm a little concerned with these shorter tracks. These shorter tracks are a little bit scary, because a lot could go wrong on them. You want to prioritize, especially for me, since I am like a 9k-ish player, you want to prioritize having running tracks, not so much luck tracks. So let me try to explain that concept. It's 100, right? You need to be aware of 100. 100cc could really mess you up. Alright. So basically, inside of competitive play, it's more so in wars. It's more critical in a wars environment, but it's the same idea in every environment. There are about 3 different kind of classifications of tracks. There are running tracks, also known as skill-based tracks, you may have heard that. There are luck-based tracks, and then there are the mixed tracks, or in-between tracks. So you want to prioritize, as a player who's very good at running the game, you want to prioritize running tracks, which are tracks that benefit being in the front, primarily. If you're in the front, and you can hold the lead, and you're good at the track, you're gonna win. Luck-based tracks are tracks like Luigi's Circuit, Mario Raceway. Tracks that items are so powerful that it really doesn't matter how good you are at the game, because most luck-based tracks are really easy to play, and they just have, the item play is just insane. So you want to avoid luck-based tracks as much as you can. Alright, let's see. This is a pretty free one. Yoshi Falls can be considered a front-running track if you start in the front. So that wasn't too short. That wasn't too big of an issue. The thing I was concerned about for Yoshi Falls is just how short it is, because the problem with short tracks is if you mess up, there's a lot higher risk, a lot higher reward. So at this elo, I don't think I'm going to have too much of an issue, but later on, like 7, 8k, when I begin playing in 7k, 8k lobbies, that could be scary. That could be very scary. Alright. Especially since I'm trying to beat this as quickly as I can. I'm not sure whether I'm going to make this a series or like a one-off thing. Ooh, that's not good. Disconnection. I've been having a lot of disconnections recently. That's going to be something that I'm going to be a little concerned about. The races that I get disconnected, I won't count. This particular Wii that I'm using right now has a very weak Wi-Fi antenna, so it tends to disconnect me quite a bit. So I have a LAN adapter, I just don't have it plugged in. Why don't I do that while I'm waiting, actually? Okay, we're in a race. Alright, so it's 100cc. Oh, that was fast. 100cc Moon View. And I believe this is a 7k lobby as well. I think I got a slight lag start. A very small lag start. Ooh, a star, that's good. Let's see. I'm gonna back off a bit, that way I have room underneath my desk to use my controller. Alright. So it's 4th place. Ooh, 1st place has a little bit of a break. Oh, it looks like he hit something. You gotta be careful with the bomb cars. You could lag the bomb cars in like big lobbies. So your character hits the bomb car on someone else's screen and it blows up. That's a thing that people do on Moonview. Alright. Have a little bit of a lead. Blue car. The cycles are gonna be kind of messed up because I'm used to playing on 150. 150cc is the speed that every competitive player is used to. 100, kind of slow. And for the car patterns inside of Moonview Highway, it throws it off by quite a bit. So you gotta be super careful if you front run and you don't know the cycles. Alright. Alright. There's one use case for it. That wasn't the worst place to use it. Yep, get a little speed bump. Let's see. The worst place to get blued if I had with that store would be on the boost panels, because at least I had some time to... Where is it? I don't know the cycles. I had some time to gain a little bit of... Take advantage of the store's speed boost on a place that doesn't have a bunch of boost panels. Alright. I have a fib. I'm gonna hold this. This is a decent loadout. Take that super wide. Don't mess with the trucks, by the way. Don't mess with the trucks, especially the front of the trucks. Let me put that. Oh, that was not bad. Should help a little bit. So I trapped Tight, and I also trapped Seno. Daisy seems... Yep, break that. If you get a notification quickly enough from a red shell, you could take advantage of that and crack them against walls, corners. Wow, a 3rd one. I think I'm getting boost panel. Yeah. If you're close enough to the boost panel, you just crawl back up on it. Little pro tip for you guys. Yeah. Stand-stilling mini turbos, if there's a boost panel in front of you, or actually sometimes behind you as well. Going behind, if there's a boost panel, behind you, backing up into it is sometimes a very good idea. Alright, so I ate 3 blues on 100cc, and I still got a 210. That's not bad. For 100cc, that is not bad at all. I'll take that. Alright, so this is race 3. Race 3... No, this is race 4, I think. Is it race 3 or 4? I'll go back and count it. So 120. So this... I'm beginning to... Even though there is a 7k player in this lobby, everyone else on average, the MMR or the VO is quite low. So I'm not going to be gaining too much from this room. Alright, so the 7k player is still here. Some of the 6k players left. I think... Oh, I know, I did not mean to pick Moonview. Don't do that. What I just did, that was an accident. Don't pick the same track that just was played. Okay? Don't do that. It's bad manners. Very bad manners. It shouldn't pick me. 1 out of 6 chance. It should be fine. But yeah, just don't. It's rude. Oh my god. Okay then. Yeah, my bad. That's my bad. I don't... Just etiquette when it comes to Mario Kart Wii. Don't pick the same track. I apologize. Don't pick the same track back to back. Especially if you just played it. Yeah. Low on a few other tracks. And also for worldwide, you should not only... Especially at this elo, if you're new at the game, you shouldn't be thinking trying to win too much. You should focus more on getting better. So play a bunch of other tracks. Play tracks that you're not comfortable with. Get good at them. Don't do what I just did. That was an oops. Also, some of you guys might be wondering about the texture. The texture for this Funky Kong is part of a pack that I'm working on. I'm working on a custom track pack. Custom texture pack. For a bunch of characters and a bunch of vehicles inside of Mario Kart Wii. Kind of like how Valorant does it, actually. I was really inspired by that. This particular skin is based off of the Asimov skins from CSGO, believe it or not. The Asimov, there's an AWP, AK, M4, a few other guns as well. They release them in like packs, and I thought that was a really cool concept, and I wanted to start doing that with Mario Kart Wii. However, the problem with me and Mario Kart Wii with textures, I love adding textures to Mario Kart Wii, but the problem with me is, no offense to anyone, Mario Kart Wii textures, at least the ones that are out there, kind of suck. There are some good ones, but the good ones are so rare. Generally speaking, most of the texture swaps I've seen are literally texture swaps. They are, you take the default Funky Kong skin, and then you just put it on a hue slider, and then you change the color, and then boom, new skin. And those look ugly. Those look really ugly. Yikes, that's a truck. And I don't like those two very much, because, and since there's so much of them, it's like, you could do better. I think the Mario Kart Wii community, especially the texture models, there's a lot of room to try and experiment with new things. There really is. Let's see. That. I'm not sure what characters or what vehicles I'm actually gonna add for this pack. I call it the Wongun pack. My brother informed me that what Wongun means is it's a type of Japanese street racing, which is actually illegal. So I thought that was an interesting name. He was like, yeah, let's call it that. I was like, okay. I don't speak Japanese. I'm not the weeb here, okay? It's my brother. Alright. 79. Didn't gain too much, so 6. Yeah, I think this is my 6th race. 6th race. 5 players, yeah, I'm gonna dip. Room hopping is interesting. What do you guys think about room hoppings? When you jump from like room to room to play against better players, basically. Oh, is that a thing people do? I feel like that would be a thing people do. Yeah, I don't know how the culture is either. Is that a good thing, bad thing, people don't care kind of thing? All I know is the pain to jump from room to room because it takes so long to get into a game. Like, that's the one thing I don't like about Mario Kart Wii, just how long you have to wait around. Like, I play Valorant, and Valorant, sure, you may spend like a couple minutes in a queue, but once you're in a queue, you're in a game, and that game takes like an hour. And then another queue, another hour. So, like, playing the game to waiting around, the ratio is like 1 to 1. 1 hour to 1 minute. For Mario Kart Wii, I feel like the ratio is almost... What is the ratio? Because not only you have to join a room, but you have to wait until the race is finished, and then you get disconnected, and you gotta wait around for another room, and you play a single race. A single race may take 3 minutes, but you also gotta wait around for the tracks to get picked and stuff. And I guess Valorant, you could think of Valorant like that too, because Valorant you have to buy the guns and wait around and stuff. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that. Mario Kart Wii just feels like a very slow game. 100cc. How is it 100? There's like 3 8K players and a bunch of 7K players. What? How is that possible? Alright, whatever. Now that we got more people, the strategy changes. Running can be a good strategy if you get the break. However, it also might not be a good thing. I don't know how fast these people are. We'll have to see. You could get up there, I'm pretty sure. Never actually thought about it, though. Getting up on these side rails. Alright, so it looks like I am going to be playing a little bit further back in the pack, which is fine. That means I control the flow of the game. People who are in the back control the flow of the game. People in the front control the pace of the game. That's something that is a very big distinguishment. So, like, how fast is determined by the lead. Oh, it's 100cc. Yeah, that was dumb. Don't go for that. Okay, so I'm right now playing for a... It's looking like a POW. I want to make sure that the pack stays close. So either a blue or a POW 6th place is great for that. Holy shock. The Luigi is a little bit far behind. So we got spammers. We got people who spam the shock pretty early on. So I'm going to be playing for a little bit more trigger happy. So if I get a Mega, and the cycles work out in such a way that the guy is likely to have a shock, I'm going to take advantage of that. Okay, he might red me here. That's fine. Okay. Ooh, that's not the item I wanted. I'm going to wait at the curve here. Nah, no, rip. Rip! Alright. Can't win them all. I think I had a little bit too much distance between us. That's fine. I mean, we still have plenty of time to catch up. Bowser's Castle, where you don't want to play from the back, generally. This is a very, very strong running track. You want to be in the front. However, the pack is close enough that it should not matter. There's the second shock. So third shock will be used probably around the time I jump off the big ramp. Yeah, that should be fine, I think. I'll just pass him. Right, let's see. He was shocked and then he got a TC. That's funny. Alright. Bowser's Castle gives such good races. I love it. Alright, so I got the perfect item here. I should be able to take advantage of this. I need a blue. Alright, dodge that. It's fine. Alright, Nano Center. That should be fine. Curve. Don't know what anyone has placed back for me. The Luigi is really far behind, and Cycle is in play. So I'm gonna expect him to spam whatever he gets here, and I'm gonna be using it. Because the Cycle has been pushing. No, I didn't get it. Oh, he fell off. Oh, rip. If he didn't fall off there, I bet he had my shock. Alright, well that should be fine. I'm comboing, I think. Oh, he's far ahead, though. Yeah, that's the nice thing about this track. If you know this track, you could really gain a lead and take a few blues. I'm gonna need another blue if I'm gonna win this. It's not too far ahead, I don't think. Right. Yep, there it is. And it's close enough that it actually might connect. Let me see if I can get that. Oh, that's a good... He got a good back spam on me. I'll take that. Yeah. That's not bad. I'll take it. I don't think I was winning that. Nah. Don't think I was winning that. He had a really good break. That's why... That's a good example of, like, what running means and why running is so important. Especially on tracks like this. Alright. Still getting 174. So this is why it's always a good thing to play against people who is actually, like, similar in skill to you. This AK player is good, but I haven't had a chance to really see him up close yet, so he might not be that fast. And if I could maintain a good lead over him, I might have a free first place every time. Like, the way that Worldwide's works is you want to be the top dog. You don't want to be second place. You want to be the top dog, generally speaking, unless everyone is similar in skill level. Once everyone is similar in skill level, you want to be the second best. Second best takes so much advantages over first best as long as you don't get hit by back spams. But in case of what I just said there goes right over your head, don't worry about it. We'll get to it as we get into more difficult lobbies. I'm gonna say Mushroom Gorge. That's a pretty good in-between track. It's not really a luck-based track. It's not terribly a skill-based track. It's fair game for pretty much all. I'm surprised that I've only gotten 100 so far. I should begin to run into 150, maybe? Oh, it's still 100. I really want to play 150, because 100 makes it so running is so broken. Running is literally the best strategy. It's just so good. This guy's Japanese, so I'm gonna yield to him, because he's gonna have quite a bit more lag than I am. Yeah. Like, on his screen, he probably didn't even hit me. You have to be a little bit more cautious with that. It's green. It's Europe, I think. It's green Europe. Someone correct me for that. I messed up the bounce because I thought I was gonna get a flip. Yep. Tried it. These are not connecting. They're just not. I'm gonna hold my green out just in case though, but Rainbow Road, the only place you can really get a connection on is probably the straights or where the boost panels are. Like right around, once we jump off that ramp, that's when I throw it. And hopefully it hits them on the way down. Now since it's 100, I will not be able to do the moon jump. Yeah. Yep. So it's gonna be something. Yeah, this guy doesn't seem that fast. I'm not very good at Rainbow Road, and he's not losing me. Boost panel? Nano? Yep, he got it. Alright. I should have predicted that. No. It's not too big of a deal. Like, if I was playing comp, I'd be more concerned about that, but I'm not. Alright. There's the blue. Good thing I saw that. Wow, that was close. Alright, and now I got a shroom. Oh, never mind. I had a shroom for in case if another blue came, because a blue is definitely coming. So right now, we're playing the same game that we were playing before, just I'm in the front and he's in the back. So this is what I was talking about. If the two are in similar skill level so that they can't lose each other, you want to be the one in second place, generally speaking. Being the head lead in like a nuclear barrage, for instance, as an example. Oop, hello. Well, I'm not losing him with that. I definitely was gaining on him though. So I'm faster than him by a little bit. But not by much. Oh, did he fail? He must have messed up too, yeah. Okay, interesting. Right. Yeah. Like, the crazy thing is, I'm not even that good at Rainbow. I'm not good. I used to be decent, but I've been such out of practice in a Worldwide. This is probably the first time I played Worldwide in, like, I want to say about 4 months? Like, the last time I streamed Worldwides was when I played Worldwides. So if you want to go back and check out my Twitch stream. Oh yeah, link in the video description, by the way. That would be the last time I played Worldwide. I don't play Worldwides that often. Just don't. Yeah. So this Japanese guy, he's not that good. Okay, interesting. That is a form of lag in its finest. I'm going to be dropping a fib here just in case. Just in case. Because you never know. Something really stupid could happen. Alright. Yeah. Look at... I'm just gaining just by driving. And that guy's like an 8k player. This is what I mean, like... All the way up to like 9ks. You could get carried just by driving. Because people kind of suck. I'm not good at Rainbow, and I got that lead just by simply driving. Yeah, 200. Okay, that's not bad. So this puts me close to 6k. in case if you guys are wondering how I'm going to do this episodically, because I'm not going to do the entire thing in one go. No, that's a lot of footage. I'm going to be doing this by every 1,000 VR that I get. So once I gain 1,000 VR, that will be the episode. So some episodes will be longer than others just by the nature of it. And if it's too difficult for me, at the higher levels, I'm going to be doing it by 500s instead. So once I gain 10 more VR, I'm going to call it. So once I gain about 10 more VR, that's going to be it for this episode. I'm stuttering a lot. I am stuttering a lot. Alright, so let's see. This will be a good place to actually see what this Japanese player is capable of. Toad's Factory is a pretty straight track. Let's see if he could catch me. He might be able to. Better chains, maybe? Yeah, he's going wide for a box. Need a little bit of him there. I'm not going to chain, because it's a little bit complicated. Let's see if he expects this. Should. Yep, there you go. Hit someone, though. So it's gone for next flap, which is helpful for me. You need to pay attention to those, like, sound cues. What happened to the Japanese player? There's a blue, I see that. I think? Where is it? It might have been just a player flying. It's kind of hard to see at that distance. It's also 100, so I won't be going for the late cut. Because late cut on 100... I'm going to be perfectly honest, I don't even know if it's possible. Yeah, the Japanese player, something happened to him. He may have got hit, may have got redded. I think he was trying to play too aggressively. That's a very common thing as well. Which I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised. Because he was keeping up pretty well all the way up until around here. And then I kind of lost him. Yeah, it's very important. Like, it's hard to understate. Because, sure, you may watch top players and it may look so luck-based. The game may seem and feel so luck-based. But that's only at the highest level. At any other skill level, at 99% of the skill level that you will be playing in, yes, you, the viewer, you're not going to be needing crazy amounts of, like, skill and item usage and whatnot. You just need to be fast. Being fast will net you 99.99% of your wins. Just be fast. No, time trial, learn the lines, and then once you perfect it, once you're, like, about a second off every world record, that is when you could start complaining about items. Not before that. Speaking of which, going by that logic, I should not be able to complain either, because I'm close to, like, on every track, I'm, like, a couple seconds off the world record. The players I'm playing against right now, these are AK players. They're not that good. I'm getting free breaks on pretty much every race. Practice racing. Practice lines. That is the most important tip I could give you inside for this particular skill level. So that's it for this session. This is the tally for how many races it took me to go from 5k to 6k. If you guys are interested in trying this out for yourself, let me know by commenting down in the comments below how many races it took you to go from 5k to 6k VR. Thank you once again for watching. Don't forget to do the YouTube stuff on your way out. Twitch, Instagram, Twitter. I'm not going to do what those YouTubers do. Like, be sure to follow. Like, you know the drill. And I'll see you around.